options. Let me share my screen. Right. Okay. So I don't know how many people are connected. Connected means not in terms of okay Zoom connection. Okay, in terms of subject. Okay. If you are disconnected again, please try to concentrate, guys. Nothing is there. Very simple. Okay. So I'm just explaining everything in a detailed way. That's it. Okay, so don't worry, nothing is there. This is very simple. I can complete the installation in 15 minutes or 10 minutes, but you don't understand anything. Okay, just try to explore. Of course, for the first time it will be difficult. Try to watch the videos next time, next time, next time. Keep watching it until you get a better idea. Okay, right, fine. So we have two types of authentication modes: Windows authentication and mixed mode or SQL Server authentication. Windows authentication means logging into your laptop using your Windows credential. Logging into your laptop using your Windows credential is called Windows authentication. Okay, SQL Server authentication means again you have to give the username and password. If you choose Windows authentication, it won't ask the username and password. You can simply connect to the SQL Server. If you choose mixed mode authentication, again you have to give the username and password to connect to the SQL Server. I'll show you after installation of the SQL Server. I'll show you what is the difference between Windows, how to connect using Windows authentication, how to connect using SQL Server authentication. Simply, if you choose Windows authentication, it won't ask password. Why? In the OS level, already you are a successful user. If you can log into the OS, you can connect to the SQL Server. But there is a star mark condition. Don't think like everyone, those who have access to the Windows machine can connect to the SQL Server. No. In case you want to connect to the SQL Server, an account should be created, okay, in the SQL Server. Then only you can connect to the SQL Server. Imagine you want to go to the bank, you want to withdraw money from that bank, but you don't have money. You don't have account in that bank. Is it possible? Is it possible to withdraw money from the bank where you don't have account? It's not possible.
Not possible.
Right? In
No.
the same way, if you are not part of the SQL Server security group, you cannot connect to the SQL Server. Okay, so don't think like I can access Windows Server, so I can connect to SQL Server. No, it's false. You cannot connect to SQL Server. You should be member of the SQL Server. Then only you can connect to the SQL Server. Okay, so Windows authentication means it won't ask the username and password, but it will take the username and password automatically from the computer. SQL Server authentication means it will ask the username and password manually. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Right, so I'll explain everything about Windows authentication and mixed mode authentication in the security concept. As of now, you can choose either Windows or mixed mode. Okay, I have a question for all of you again. Now I am choosing Windows authentication. Later after installation, can I change it to mixed mode authentication or SQL authentication?
No, it's not possible.
Rian,
Yes,
so is it possible or not possible? Can I change the
it's
authentication
possible.
mode later?
You can change it later.
Okay,
Yes.
so any response from anyone? Yes or no? Okay,
Yes, we can change.
yeah, so the answer is yes, we can change it whenever we want. We can change the authentication mode from Windows to SQL Server, SQL Server to Windows. But again, it is also a downtime activity. You have to restart the SQL Server after changing the authentication mode. So whenever you want, no need to, you cannot change it. Why? Because it needs a restart. So but you can change it later also, you can change it. But usually we are going to configure in mixed mode authentication. Okay, for every server. Okay, we are going to configure in a mixed mode authentication. Now I am configuring in the Windows authentication, right? Only Windows login can connect. If you select a mixed mode authentication, Windows logins plus SQL logins also can connect. Okay, so I'll tell you, I'll install Windows authentication mode now. Later I'll tell you how to change the authentication mode from Windows to mixed mode. Okay, right, here you have to specify to which user you want to give access to the SQL Server. At least for the first time, you have to give access to someone. then that someone give access to give some other person, right? So if you don't add anyone here, guys, you can successfully install SQL Server, but you cannot connect to SQL Server. Why? Because who is there to connect to SQL Server? You didn't add anyone here in this case. So no one can connect to SQL Server. So first add someone, then that someone can add other person. Okay, right now I am going to add myself. Click on add current user. Add current user means what? Who? Who is going to be added? As I just logged in as administrator in this server, so a login will be created for the administrator account. This is computer name, guys. Win-4 I5NB38DRHO. This is the computer name. And you can see administrator is the account name. Don't confuse here what is this name and all. This is just computer name. Earlier we discussed it, right? This is computer name. Okay, now this person can connect to the SQL server. Now I can connect. I can give access to Nandini. I can give access to, okay, Sunil. I can give access to Praveen. I can give access to Kishore. I can give access to, okay, whoever I want. Depends upon their requirement. I can give access to those persons. I can simply create the logins for them. I can give access to them. But at least one person should be there, right, to give access. You can add the persons here. In the organization, we are going to add all SQL DBA team here. Why? Because you are not only using the SQL server, right? In your shift, you will install the SQL server. Imagine you only can connect to the SQL server. Other DBAs can't connect to the SQL server. It is a big issue, right? So I am going to add the whole DBA team. As of now, there is no team. Later, I'll create a DBA team. Then I'll add the whole DBA team so that every DBA can connect to the SQL server. As of now, I am going to adding myself. Okay. Later, once I got the access, then I'll add other persons also. Okay, to access the same server. Or during the installation itself, you can give the DBA group name. As of now, there is no DBA group name, right? So that's why I'm not giving any name here. Okay, so those whoever you mentioned here, they only can connect to the SQL server. It will create a login for them in the SQL server with sysadmin privileges so that he can connect to the SQL server. Right? Fine. Data directories. Here, lot of directories, folders will be there in the SQL server. Okay, so usually SQL server in the SQL server, we are going to create the databases, right? Okay, so in the SQL server, we are going to create the databases, right? So databases usually will have data files and log files. Database is a collection of data files and log files. Okay, it's very important. Database, will discuss it later. Usually database is a collection of two files. One is data file, second one is log file. These two files should be there to create a database. You can save these two files in different location. You can save data file in one location. You can save log file in one location. Okay, and like that you can save backups in another location. So these are the default paths. Okay, these are the default paths that will be created by the SQL server setup. No need to create these folders. Okay, auto C program files will be there by default, and it will create Microsoft SQL server. In that it will create MS SQL folder. In that it will create this all folders. Okay, data folder and all. So in these folders, the SQL related files will be stored. Simply in these locations, the SQL related files will be stored. I have only C drive, guys. Okay, in case if you have E drive, F drive, G drive, you cannot specify different drives for different files. You can save the backups in X drives. You can save your log backups, log files in some L drive. You can save your data files in some E drive. You can save your data root directory. Of course, usually it will be C drive only. Okay, in case if you have multiple drives, you have to simply change the drive letter here. That's it. You want to save the data files in the E drive. You have to simply give the E drive. You want to save the log files in the F drive. You have to give the F drive letter. You have to save the backup files in the X drive. You have to simply change the backup drives to X. Okay, so but the problem here is, okay, I don't have E drive, F drive, X drive and all, right? Okay, so now, okay, I don't have any drives other than C drive, so I will change it to C drive. Okay, 1 minute guys. I will change it to C drive. Later I'll show you. Okay, we'll create multiple drives in the cluster concept. There I'll show you, okay, how to save the files in a different locations. I'm going to change it to C drive now. That's it. I'm going to close the session 5 to 10 minutes. Please don't worry. Okay. TempDB, I'll explain the TempDB uses. Okay, what TempDB will do and all I'll explain in the next class. TempDB is a temporary database for SQL Server. It will help us to process the data. Okay, so I'll tell you again in the next class what is the uses of TempDB and all. So don't change anything here. Keep it as it is. Next, this is the final screen, guys. Okay, action is equal to install. Again, this Windows Server don't know the GUI. We don't know the command to install SQL Server. This setup will help us to create a command. Why? Because Windows Server only knows command. It don't know the GUI option, but we don't know the command, that much command, right? By using this GUI option, it is going to create a command now. Whatever options we have selected, all these options, okay, this setup screen will be converted into command, and that command will be run once I click on install button. Okay, now SQL Server installation is started, which will take 15 to 20 minutes for the first time. That's it, guys. Any questions, any doubts in the SQL Server installation? I know this is a long session, okay, but if yes, okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know quickly. If you don't have questions, this is the last demo class. From the next Saturday onwards, those who confirmed, they only can join in the sessions. Clear? Right? Any questions, guys? Any doubts? Any suggestions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
tell me.
when will we get a software this 2017
So
for installation?
once you completed the payment, immediately you can see that change in your inbox.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you are
Okay,
going to
got
get
it.
the softwares and notes once you just confirmed, once you completed the payment. Okay, so then only I'm going to share the software links and notes to all of you. Okay, I mean all of you means those who completed the
So,
payment
what
and
was
those
the
who.
mode of the payment?
Sorry, I'll tell you.
Sir, what were the?
I'll tell you in the offline. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just ping me in the WhatsApp. I'll
Okay.
tell you in the offline.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. Simplify the things for you, and I'm going to job. Might be you may leave my hand. I will not till I'm going to place you in a good company. Okay. Okay. So if you are interested again, please ping me in the WhatsApp immediately, so that will. So any suggestions? Next class on next Saturday, guys. Let me tell you this thing. Okay, next Saturday, that is the third week. Okay, we have completed 2 weeks, right? So next Saturday we will have class on 23rd, sorry, 24th, 25th. Okay, this is the third week. So from fourth week onwards, as promised, from fourth week onwards, we are going to conduct the sessions on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Only for the next weekend it will be Saturday and Sunday. Okay, only for the next weekend it will be Saturday and Sunday. From 30th onwards, okay, it will be 3 days a week, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday till the end of the course.
Thank you, sir. The class session is very interactive,
Yeah,
and I
thank
will
you.
surely join you in our next week class.
Okay, who is this? Joshi. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, thank you, Joshi. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can leave in case you want to see the final screen success screen. You can wait, or else if you want to leave, you can leave it. It will be recorded and it will be uploaded to the YouTube. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Bye bye. right? Okay, so the installation is completed, and after the installation completed, once the installation is completed, okay, so this is very important, it will ask you to reboot the server. Okay, one or more affected files have operations pending. Okay, you must restart your computer after the setup process is completed. Means before installation, after installation, it is always good to restart the Windows server. Okay, so the installation will be smooth, and after installation is successfully completed, you have to check all the components are successfully installed or not. Okay, you have to just go down and you have to check whether all components are successfully installed or not. Sometimes components will be failed to install, so make sure that you have to just check all the components by just going down. Okay, drag and drop like this, and you have to check all components are successfully installed or not. In this way, okay, you can see the success message also, installation successful. So in this way you can identify whether your installation is successful or not. In the next class I'll tell you what if your installation is failed, where to check it, how to start troubleshooting. We'll discuss those things in the next class. Okay, thank you all. Okay, thanks for your patience. Bye, take care, and good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shanmugh.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Bye.
Shanmugh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you. Bye.